Hello, my name is Marielle. Welcome back to another one of my movie reviews. Do you know what today is? Today is October 1st. Let Shocktoberween month begin. So if you have not realized it yet, I am a big horror movie fan. Most people are surprised when I tell them that. I have so many classic horrors, psychological, and underrated thrillers planned for this month. What are your favorite horror movies that you're going to be watching this month? What is it about horror that people like? Like, comment, subscribe to my channel or to my Patreon. Let's get ourselves checked into the hotel and talk about our first Shocktoberween month movie, 1408. Checking into the hotel in 2007, 1408 was released to theaters. Based on the short story written by Stephen King, Mike Enslin, a writer, does not believe in paranormal activity. Receiving a mysterious postcard from the Dolphin Hotel in New York, Enslin inspects room 1408. The nightmares begin the instant he shuts the door. 1408 is one of my all-time favorite Stephen King films. There's so much to talk about when it comes to 1408. Stocked with endless paranoia, terror, and an outstanding performance delivered by John Cusack, 1408 is the definition of horror. Stepping inside the horrors of 1408, audiences are met with a dramatic story of unknown evils. If it wasn't for John Cusack, 1408 would not be memorable. He becomes Mike Enslin. After a tragedy, Mike no longer believes in anything. He goes through the most horrifying experience in room 1408. Going through this experience forces him to open up about his grief. Viewers learn from Mike that you cannot run away from your past. Cusack is the entity of the film. His emotions deliver a mix of skepticism, disbelief, and terror. Mostly terror. Working on 1408 was a physical effort more than existing in a constant state of hysteria. Climbing, running, crawling, and swimming, Cusack deserves gigantic applause for, in my opinion, one of his best roles. Samuel L. Jackson is terrific in his deep performance as Gerald Olin, the owner of the Dolphin Hotel. Olin knows more than we think. Since he has witnessed the terrors of 1408, theories have risen about Olin's mysterious behavior. Despite his minimal screen time, Olin has a huge impact on the film. Jackson embodied his part and created a range of emotions using only his eyes. Cusack and Jackson did an incredible job in their signature scene of the film. The scene where Olin and Mike talk about the dark stories behind room 1408 is the best. I have watched this scene multiple times because of the genuine acting and the entire well-edited setup of the scene as a whole. Every character is important in Mike's interactions over the course of the film. Minor characters have an extraordinary impact. Mary McCormick, Tony Shalhoub, Jasmine Jessica Anthony, Len Carlew, Isaiah Whitlock Jr., and Kim Johnson all made memorable appearances in the film. 1408 tells the story. Subtlety is mastered by letting the audience figure out plot points that turn the entire story around. A hand goes out to Mikael Hafstrom for his incredible direction, expanding one of King's short stories into an intense thriller. The cinematography and editing are excellent. Locations stand out too. Furbishing a room to look like a comfortable hotel room, only for it to be a nightmare, is an achievement well done. 1408 is an unsettling film. The first time I watched this film, I was so on edge that I was even hiding halfway under my blanket because it was so suspenseful. It makes you feel scared. There's an evil inside this room that nobody can figure out. Depending on which version you watch of 1408, the film has a few different endings. I like that. In a way, the film doesn't have a concise ending. Due to the twisted nature of the film, 1408 fools audiences too. 1408 is a spine-tingling film that you have to experience. It's not talked about enough. I highly recommend that you find 1408 during the October season and witness the horrors unfold. Thanks for catching my first Shocktoberween month review. Let me know what you are going to be watching for this month. Stick around because I have more classics to review. If you have any recommendations, please let me know in the comments section. Up next is my review of The Shining. Let's make this month of October fun. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel or to my Patreon. My name is Marielle, and this has been another one of my movie reviews.